right. That should be good. All right, so we're looking at a board with one big corner all hex, as well as just the 5, which is going to be pretty interesting because that coastal 8 ore is going to be a big highlight, big attraction. That 8-3, 8-10 potentially. Very curious to see how they end up handling that. I am currently deafened in here, I believe. Yes, I get hyped for the game. All right, so guten Morgen to the day of the Bav. Yeah, well, not morning for me, but it is getting bright out here. Just win. Well, I'm not playing, boy. Good morning, calm. Hello. So, you're always going to have the nice decision of what is the placement order you want to be picking here. First is something you need to choose with confidence. Now, is there a spot good enough to pick as first here? In my opinion, I'm not seeing it. I think I'm leaning towards probably third, second, third. I'm not sure yet about fourth here. But let's say something like the 5, 9, 10 happens. Just not unreasonable.
Right, 3 minutes is up for setting the board. Fanny, you have 1 minute to make your selection.
Okay.
Your 1 minute begins now.
So let's try this, for example. It's a weird one. It is quite a weird one. I don't know. I mean, this ever?
GG, you already want this, bro.
Emma, mute up.
Okay. I am in Germany. It is
30 seconds
5:30.
remaining.
Yeah, I stayed up all night. It's been work. 5, 9, 10 bottoms first. I think it's pretty good. I don't think first
15 seconds
gives
remaining.
you enough to justify picking it. I think as first I would be taking second or third here. Maybe even third or fourth. Definitely. I think just fourth is third is best.
Give it a second. All right.
Okay. So first pick was second from
Sesame, you're up.
Fanny Dapt.
Well, your 1 minute begins now.
On the 5, 9, 10 top left. Yeah, I think for me the biggest issue with that is the 3-1. I think you don't want the all port. So just looking at the outs that are nice, I think a lot of the wheat spots are by default better just because this coastal 8 exists. So every out is kind of buffed by the fact that there is also a coastal 8, and either it is picked, and in which case you don't get access to it, then there will be much more space on the board, or it isn't picked and you just get a good spot, and that's something that 5, 9, 10, for example, can actually say, I think, with relative confidence. But
You go first.
the first is pretty decent. I think this 5, 9, 10 is excellent, actually.
Agron, you have 1 minute to decide between.
But third's going to be great. I think fourth, you're probably sacrificing a little bit too much, just because like this could go, and say this could go, just to take a lot of the roads off the board. That would leave you in a pretty awkward spot. Like you're taking this or this. I mean, you don't want that to happen. So then maybe you're just taking straight up coastal and you're dropping production. And so I think you don't need to make that sacrifice.
I'll take third.
I think that's a great shot.
All right.
I think the third is really, really strong here.
Yak with fourth.
Because then look at like
Drop
no
it
matter what, this 5, 9, 10 will get a
England
good setup.
now.
Even the 8, 10 is good. Okay, so Fifth Yak is fourth.
Everybody.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I think that's right. I think we can expect fourth to be. Let me get this VC going as well on my side. I think we can expect fourth to be the weaker setup, unless. Yeah, I just don't see much potential for Feast or Famine here either. So it is actually a little bit tough. I think 6-4, 3-6, 4-11. In theory, there is brick on the board. It's not a terrible setup, but can you even point to the 8-3 and get on there? I don't know. I think it's a high risk of that getting picked. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what fourth does. Polars? Okay, hold on a sec. And also we can do it after placements, no?
Oh, you're picking your color.
Okay.
Hey, what color do I do? Right?
Hmm.
All right.
Great.
So what are we thinking here?
Right.
I think,
There we go.
unironically,
Finally, you figured it out.
the 5
Come on,
or
guys.
Like the
should
puzzle.
get locked. I think you could really do this, and then everyone. That is a little. I mean, maybe even take a 6-4-2 here. Nah, fuck it. Just point up and go to 6-2. Yeah, I mean, say you did this. I don't know. Would you get the spot? Maybe, maybe not. Could do this. Let's just say that somehow a deal is formed where this ends up working. Because I think the alternatives are about as good, to be honest. Unless you take the ore here straight up, which is also a possibility. And let's just say that there is more. There is less space on the center of the board. Let's just assume that people go for production. Then on the way back, white with this position. I mean, white can take this or this. I think getting a second wheat would be better. And then blue. Wow, blue doesn't actually get wheat like that. I mean, you can take 8-10, you take 9-2-4. Yeah, okay, you would get this. You would get the 6-2. That's good enough. That's more than good enough, actually. And then red gets this, maybe, which is a fantastic setup, actually, with the 9s. Let's see it. I don't know how they started. Let's go. Your face is a placement. Keep it PG-13. Oh, that's mighty PG. It's no problem for me. 5-9-10 first pick. So Sesame in first. I think he gets a really nice. Yeah, a second seed. I think he's definitely going to get a good setup here. 8-3 is going to be an out. 9-3-11 is going to be possible. I think the big question is what happens to fourth. That's what we're going to need to find out here. Okay. Okay. Let me. Big week of finals. We've got the Premier League final coming up next weekend too. Why Woodport not Wheatport is out? Because 8-10 gets picked? No, just because I think the Woodport's better. I mean, ideally you want to have wheat and port into something else. This also gives you... I mean, this is a notably better production expansion than just doubling the 10. You double wheat and you get onto the 12, which is actually quite significant. I think having a double wheat roll before rolling a city is pretty huge. Yeah, I just think the wheat port's not a huge priority, and frankly, you don't really want to be porting that wheat too much. And I don't know if you can expect a lot of wheat on the way back. I think, and then especially when you consider the outs, right? Like if you're looking at the fact that 9-3-11 could happen, that is an insane wood port to get. That's really, really good. You get coordinated 9s. The cities both do a great job. It is all 5. You can even expand to this 4-11, which is a very, very good expansion for this position, I think. Wow. Yeah, second actually taking 5-9-10. I didn't lay that out. I think it's not crazy, but I do think that this is gonna see Aggron get a significantly stronger setup. I think this does slightly unbalance the game. I think red is not going to get much out of this. Very, very good for Aggron to be able to get this. Now, no matter what green takes, Aggron's getting a great setup. He's either going to get 8-3-4, 8-3-10 at the top, which is insane. It's like best brick, best wood, good ore, good wheat. and sheep is basically non-existent. Sheep is really scarce, so it's a great setup if he does get there, and if that gets picked, he gets like 6-4-11, he gets 6-4-3, even 9-2-4 into 6-2 was an out. There's always something to play for here for Aggron, I think. So 6-5-11, that's why that's why I put it down as second, just because I think it does slightly edge out the 5-9-10 in terms of outs. But we will see. Yeah, it's like a world where you take 6-4-3, 8-4-3. I mean, this setup just sucks, man. unless you can get onto the 8-4, basically. You're a legend? Yo. What's going on, Strawbit? Broachmans and I miss you. Oh yeah. 4th, you don't like 6-4-11, 8-10-3. No, 6-4-11 I do like, but I don't like 6-4-3 with it. You still do push-ups? Have you evolved? No, I basically stopped working out for like 9 months. I need to get back to taking care of my life now. Excited. There's some changes happening in my life. No, 6-4-3, 8-10-3, 8-4-3. Yeah, I know. I understand that. I appreciate that side by side with the sheep port. It's decent. I'm just saying that the 6-4-3 I don't think is great. And yeah. I'm talking about the situation where Aggron doesn't get an amazing out is one where 4th kind of forks himself. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. Yeah, so 6-4-3 right, I think works in theory, but then in practice, right, this is fine. In practice, I think 8-3 or 8-10 actually goes to red. Because I just can't, I don't see what could motivate them to take the 9-3-11 here. Yeah, 6-5-11 I believe is better. Because now Aggron just gets the fucking nuts, man. And the only thing he's lacking is brick, which is very plentiful on this board. He can even point up here and probably get the 6-2. Wow, that's such a good setup. That I mean 6-5-11. I really think that was a must pick in second. We all now see the consequences of that. I think red has no business taking 9-4-11. I think you take 9-4-11, you get the worst of every world, which is that you cuck Sesame so that he potentially just takes 8-3, which is always a good out for him. 8-3 right to 8-10, so you don't even get down there. And you get no like real expansions. 9-3-11 left is an option, but who's to say that Sesame doesn't take 9-2-4 and point up to the 5-2, and that's not a bad setup either. I think Sesame takes the 8-4 and rushes to 8-10, then Woodport. Maybe, but the word rush is a little strong. He's only on the 10 wood. I think if 8-3 is open, it's very good. If 9-3-11 is open, or 9-4-11, it's very good. Like I don't think 8-4 is gonna be better than either of the other options that are available to Sesame. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth sacrificing even more wood and brick and sheep, like actual sheep production. So no matter what happens here, I think he's gonna get a good spot. And I'm not deafened, right? No, they're just not talking. Woo! I'm excited for this. So let me get into the players as well a little bit here, because this is Dap's first finals. This is Sesame. He is now a Division 1 champion. He has won it. Fifiak is also playing his first Division 1 final, and he's come off a Division 2 win. And Aggron has made finals before. Maybe once? At least once, sorry. I don't know if multiple times. Maybe someone in the chat knows more than me. But Sesame is the only actual champion here.
Agron, I have a proposition.
Okay. I'm listening.
Nice. Nice vein in it, butter and veins. Agron's made it once before? Yeah.
I think I don't know. I'm just wondering what I should do here.
No, the sheep port's worth playing for, I
I think
think.
we're gonna
9,
be sharing
11.
9, 3, 11. And do I just drop my road to the 2, 4, 9? And like
Yeah.
I leave you 4, 11 and the 3 to 1, and we just like won't plow
I'm
each
good
other.
with that.
Cool. So I won't
I'm
touch
perfectly fine with that.
I won't touch your 3 to 1 or your 4, 11. So you can have a road connect if need
Gotcha.
be.
That sounds good to me, man.
All right, interesting. So the benefit here for Agron, obviously he does get value out of both of his starting roads, and the 411 allows him a road play, which may end up being the only other coherent road play. And we fit a 7 immediately. Alongside Fifiak, Agron may be able to put together an actual road game if the 11s do roll. No,
Let's just do a
they might
little-
not be a lot of brick to trade.
Non-block for Agron too.
10 wheat then.
Okay.
Is he just trying to
Sure.
scrape together goodwill
Just a
out of
sweet
nowhere?
pot.
Okay, so it's going on the 10 wheat, I suppose.
Were you thinking to hit? Yep. Okay.
So random. Interesting. He actually hits.
Blocks on this border. Kind of
Red.
weird. for you
Super
and me,
weird.
Sesame.
Well, Agron and Sesame would obviously say that when they're both sitting on the best block in the game, just the 5. Fifiak got stolen from there by Sesame. Did the 8 actually roll? No. That's interesting. It was a 50-50 for an ore from red, which is maybe tempting. I don't know. Polars? Yeah. Good to have the person with the best setup on your side. Poll it. Let's poll it. So is Sesame going to become a 2-time title, or is one of these other guys going to win their first ever championship title?
Fifiak, you need anything here?
Yeah, I need a wood.
I can
Let's
trade a
go.
wood. Can you
For sheep on
can you insure me with this?
All right.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at all the setups that
You're
are going
with
on
zero
here.
cards, right?
What do we like? What don't we like? So off the bat, Sesame, who was first here, I really like his game. He's not going to be able to play for Road, but he is going to have a lot of ore production. He has a lot of wood, a great late game port, and investing in that 9 further is going to pay out hugely for him, I think. 9 is one of those rolls that weirdly, it's just weird. It's, when you invest in it, it gets big, it rolls a lot. Strange. But wow, Sesame actually gets to settle here. Did I miss an 11? Yeah, I did. Wow. When did it? Oh, okay. It rolled. Oh, was it the first roll? Yeah, okay, second roll after the 7. Okay. Wow, huge for Sesame, actually, and potentially ensuring dapped here.
Now I'm playing with every resources except me.
Is this true? Fifiak sig. Yeah, true. Yeah, Fifiak, green is the only player without all 5 resources here, without any ore access. He will never get ore this game, except for maybe this 2 somehow. So he's going to be looking at a road game. This 8-4 is a very, very nice expansion. And so is the sheep port. Not incredible, but it should do some work. Now red's gone for a bit of a lower production setup initially. They have got all 5 and they have the best ore hex in the game. 810 is a nice expansion and it does allow for a decent ore port play, and you could then even build around either to the 3-for-1 or to the brick port. Now you've doubled this 5. So either more production or more efficiency and slightly less blockability. But with such low wheat, it's going to be a tough game. Huh. Man, you'd think it's 6 in the morning for me. Oh. Block. So I think red's going to be a little bit limited by their wheat production. That's obviously the biggest risk that they have here. Being on 9, 5, 10, where one of those is usually as cold as ice and the rest are on fire. Yeah, and he's going to need the 10 to roll, and also to be open. 10 and the 5 are going to be the big blocks this game, and that is unlikely to change. Yeah. Okay, so Fifiak actually goes for the efficient settle first. Making an ore on the 11 is a nice addition to his setup, and it will never get blocked, which is handy. It will be interesting. And then we do have Agron, who I think got left by far the best setup, considering that he had 2 people to take away spots. Don't know if Agron can secure the longest road over Fifiak. Well, it's just a matter of rolls, I think, and also the fact that the 6 actually will end up being a road for Agron. It's worth considering. Is that every wood that is produced for Fifiak is going to end up being also effectively a brick for Agron, just with his 3-1 port and 2 wheat. So he's going to have at least the ability to build roads and to settle on that 411 and connect. It's just a matter of how much he wants to invest in that, really. If it's even worth it. Maybe the 6 doesn't roll. In that case, obviously Fifiak is not going to be building roads either. So there will be action or none at all. But yeah, nothing in between. That 6 is a real driving force, and the same goes for the 9. Honestly, the 9 is very crucial. The 3 is just a sheep roll, and so really the big rolls this game are the kind of the 5, the 9, the 10, and the 6. Those are going to be the key rolls. This 8 is also quite nice, but I just feel that it doesn't quite do that much when you don't have a lot of wheat. So we'll see. Maybe this does end up working for red, but you're gonna need some trades, I reckon. Well, 6-4-3, 6-4-11 is actually the setup that won me the CPI final. So, I gotta love those 6s. Now this is slightly worse than the setup that I had then. In fact, it's a lot worse than the setup I had then. Sorry, I'm getting the colors confused. This is not one setup. My eyes are tired. Sorry, but I mean I did have 6-4, 6-4-11, which is winning for me with the double 6s. But Agron has ore and brick. He's going a different way. But this 6-2, I think this was a wood port. Hits Agron. Actually plays a knight off the 9. I suppose he wanted to... I guess he maybe timed out. Let's listen in.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me.
Looks like a city for Sesame
Yeah, he's
already.
stolen
Wow.
ore. Let's not build
Wow.
closer to the city.
Well, this would be a city
Free
for Sesame, I reckon. Yeah.
Not these free cards.
Wow, just devs. Ooh, okay.
Block them.
There's a 6.
Holding on 8.
Holding on 8 is definitely a thing.
Man, passing on 8 here is crazy. This is like the 5th time I've seen that happen today. Have you watched
Sesame
Seven all
trading
day?
with you?
Sure.
Like after 9-12 settle devs
Hmm.
become impossible to fight. Yeah, that's why I think
Let me think about that
this
because I
setup
think
is
my
so good
odds
with
for
9
you
to
are
11.
actually still pretty good.
Did I get 6-3-4?
I have one wood of 4.
You've won.
Well, more importantly, that I get 6-5-11, which was not available before. I mean, in my opinion, that should have been picked second. So his outs were always going to be really good, and then yeah, he did get the nuts here. Sesame gets a city within the next 8 turns, it'll be crazy. I think there's a high chance of that, but it depends on the steals. Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
I can trade that back for the wood if you're interested.
Pretty unlucky for Sesame here.
I mean, deep is so abundant on this board. Like,
One card off.
Yeah, that's fine.
In the finals as well, one card off the
That's
city is a
left.
big deal. I wonder how much more you could offer there. I mean, maybe even say I'll give you the next or on the 5 after a city 5, 9, 10 or something, just to reduce the
I
impact.
think it's
a
probably
little bit.
better if I,
It's
you know,
not less.
at least
no,
keep
it's-
applying pressure. Since you're the only one that's really bought devs.
Yeah, Sesame has already played
have
a
no
knight and
either.
bolted dev. Interesting.
Yeah,
Aggro, no
that's
knight.
okay.
I got a knight.
That's
Fanny
cool.
disconnect. Huh?
Nice to hear.
Cool story, bro.
This is a voice chat? No, they're deafened.
Well, I have or
Fanny is deafened.
Yeah, I mean, I can
That's weird.
do it for a wheat. Wood for wheat.
no wood.
Yeah, I know. Sesame's the only one with a wood.
I want my card back, too.
Really?
Yeah, you want to do
Oh.
sheep as well. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's just a little too pricey considering where we're at.
I can give you a non-block with it. About to move the knight.
You'll give me a non-block with it.
Interesting that Fanny is deafened here. Don't know if that's something that was discussed, but I figure they should know.
Thing is, you're probably hitting the 6 again. So
Yeah, otherwise I'm in the
maybe
6.
that is good for me. Alright. Let's do it. Kinda hate it, but let's get it going.
Okay. Agron gets to settle and then another 11 pops. Interesting.
And that's
Sesame. Yeah, Sesame is really just looking for the city. Now even rolling a brick, you can get to the 9-12, which is very powerful. You get a lot of the benefit of the city without needing to city. Sesame's hilarious lately the way he
If yeah,
orchestrates
I'm
assassins
assuming
and
long
things.
term you're
I like
planning
Sesame. He's a
road,
good player,
Yeah.
and he's been
and then
improving too.
Daps planning army long term.
He doesn't have sheep though. He has low sheep.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'll have extra sheep to give if we really need to help. Just like he'll probably have extra brick
Egg.
to help me.
Egg might be on full points.
I don't know.
Dude, Agron is so hungry to win this one.
And it's blocked.
What a block! Oh my god.
Good riddance.
Good.
That's definitely quite the block.
Wow, that is absolutely huge.
Adapter has to go.
Let's go on
Argue.
Rodalg.
Sesame has already 2 knights in one.
No, I agree. It's definitely a tough ask.
Okay. Sesame working its way back up to a
Really?
city, maybe? But I
Yeah,
think he
something
just
to
spent
do.
all the on the wheat. Ooh, huge. 5-0?
I do
I'm so
think
high right
these
now. He's winning.
knights from Sesame are pretty strong.
Probably Sesame.
5 or for
Sesame
him
or
every
Agron.
time. 5 or is so much better. I
Uh,
can't do the wood right
Yeah,
now.
Agron has a mono. Oh, he is
but I
streaming,
think
isn't he?
Yeah, I would take the wood.
Perfect.
I don't like to go and see it, but if someone wants to go and scout, they can do that.
I'll still go the knight knights. I have 3.
Didn't earn turn.
For you. It's a good night. It's a nice number. Oh.
Maybe he had a road.
Oh.
Could he hold a road here? I don't think so. No, he wouldn't.
My production sucks.
Agron talks more with mono.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think there are enough. I don't think there's
5
anything
is
to
the
mono.
block.
Yeah, the 5 was probably the block. Ooh,
Yeah.
Sesame is gonna get a city here. Scouting report coming as a VP.
Everything.
I figured. I mean, I don't think there was also no tell for me that it was in mono. Sesame's one we top of city. I think so. Yeah, I believe so. He only bought 3 devs,
Yeah.
and the all rolled the
Well,
5 rolled
now-
like 5 times, 6 times, and he's
Fifiak,
stolen
is
all.
there anything I could help you with?
6 is city for Aggron.
I need a 6
Yes.
to roll. Otherwise, I'm stuck.
I see.
And remember, we talked about this a little bit, how in the rolled battle, Aggron is always going to have the advantage of, like, every time the 6 rolls, he basically gets to rolled. The same is also true that just generally the 6 rolling is necessary for Fifiak setup to work because he is warless, but the 6 rolling is so bad for him in reality because you just get crushed by Aggron if the 6 rolls. So yeah, this is not even Fifiak's fault. I think it's just straight up the fact that 6-5-11 got left for third. It is so dominant. The outs are so strong. So, you know, in another world, I think where 6-5-11 ends up with something like 8-4 maybe, or 9-2-4, and it obviously ends up a lot more balanced, but like this, it's just brutal. Makes it a lot more difficult. Like in theory, this setup for green is not bad. It has a decent position. It has production and expansions and an okay 2-for-1 port. But I don't think you have many advantages actually, and it's going to be tough. Because this 2-for-1 port is also not that good. It's just okay. We'll have to see. Yeah, Aggron does not roll it.
Sesame is the only one with wood right now.
Yeah.
You don't understand why 6-5-11 for third is scary? Well, look. I mean, the evidence is right in front of you. Like, red setup is notably worse, in my opinion, than Aggron's. I think there are like distinct weaknesses, and Aggron setup is not as weak. Yeah, I think 6-5-11 is much better than 5-9-10 just for the outs that you get. It is really strong. I mean, you know, like Sesame setup improves a fair bit by getting the 9-4-2, but just off the initial placements, I think, Sesame and Aggron's positions are extremely close, which is quite crazy considering that Sesame was actually third or second seed, sorry, and Aggron was below him, and ended up taking first pick. Taking 9-4-11 as SBS. Is 5-9-10? No. Because then you do that, and then you don't, and then the 8-3, the 8-0 doesn't exist anymore, because then Sesame takes it. Yeah, no, I mean, but do you understand what you're saying? Like you're effectively suggesting that setup is as worth having as what Aggron has, and I cannot agree, because Aggron setup is just really, really good. It just has everything. You trade for ore, yeah, but you wouldn't even have wheat. Is the thing is. I'm just saying, I would take Aggron setup 10 out of 10 times over 5-9-10, 9-4-11, every single time. For me, yeah, you can not get me to pick 5-9-10 in second over 6-5-11. I think it's just better. Wow, big road builder for Sesame, so you guys just got the 9-12 down. So 9 is blocked. Yeah, I mean, I'm not clowning on you, right? It's a conversation. It's good to have it. It's good for me to have it too, to explain my thought process. Sometimes I just think things and I don't know why. So the 9 being blocked is impactful, but less so considering that the 9 is still majorly dominant for Sesame. Like the 9 rolls is still really good for him. He's got a free card and it's decent for red. It's just much better for Sesame. So Sesame has now reached unblockable status. I just don't understand it. Honest question, I understand. Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I'm always happy to discuss this stuff, you know. Oh, 12. I called the extra word on the 12. Man, I mean, yeah. Sesame is now officially unblockable. He has double ore, 3 wood hexes, a doubled wheat hex. He does actually have brick. He has double sheep, and the wood port. Man, very, very strong. A 5/9/10 city, uncounterable. Agron's hand is insane right now. True. Also, yeah. Agron has more than a city, doesn't he? Oh, it's like city pop, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's massive. Sorry, I need to check in.
I gave you what you want. You give me what I want.
Go ahead.
That gives me a something. Someone he wants to trade over.
I'll do it. Don't give it to him.
I mean, he always gives it adapt over us two.
Yeah. Oh my god, a 12. It's a 12 on this turn yet again. Now, Sesame is in army.
Yeah.
which-
I mean, the thing is, Sesame will have army next
Yeah.
turn,
But
maybe the following turn.
well, Depth has to settle anyways. On an 8-10. Yeah, we're all
Oh, sorry. I turned my mic was turned off for some reason. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I was saying congratulations on making it to the finals. You're qualified today, my guy. I heard good things.
Yeah, but still, we have to.
Yeah, it's looking like a 2-play game. You know, taking a road is cool, but you need points.
He's
No one
got
wants
10
my fork
cards.
and sheep, right?
No.
Nice Vamos and Donny
Another
reference.
city?
Yeah, I was just. Oh my god. It is another city, isn't it? No, all settle? Okay.
Already getting it.
Agron takes Rodney takes lead. Yeah, so, well, for the record wise, I guess you could have fun being red here on 2 points. He's gotta take Agron set up, man. It's too crazy. It's too crazy. It's too devs deep. This is messy. Yeah. Who blocked this 9? Was that Agron? Agron 2 VPs? Wow. Oh my god. Agron might actually become Div 1 champion. Is he gonna do it? Surely he can't blunder it from here. He can't lose. I'm sure he can't lose. Sesame has an army play. Is this a fresh dev though? I feel like it is not. No, it is. Interesting. Okay, so that might be a knight. That could be army. Could also be a mono. I mean, Sesame has actually incredible mono potential here as well. And that's also something else about the 5/9/10. Just the mono potential on this board with wood is incredible. 9 rolls. That's nice for Sesame. I think it's okay. It's just a pop. Wow, Agron on 6 here is crazy. So Sesame could have potentially just pulled that. He clearly does not have a knight. He's got something new, and it sounds like maybe he has 2 non-knights as well. Man, okay, this has gotta hit Agron. And it doesn't really matter where you put it. I think it's going to move. Well. Agron settle City Rose easy. Yeah, look, I mean the settle puts him on 7. That's all he really needs. I mean, Sesame needs to be considering the plow here just because. Oh, but he made a deal for it. And do you remember what I was saying? Like, this is really all Aggron wants, right? Is in this position, 4-11 means a road connection, which is very, very strong. And I've been saying the whole time, but this 6 is actually not good. It's not a road play for Fifiak. It's not a win condition because the 6 rolls and Aggron just gets more out of it than you do. It's now 4 cards for Aggron. I think green is properly cooked, and I think red is properly cooked. Yeah, Aggron is in an amazing position right now. Huh.
I cannot even do facing here.
Good for Sesame.
Could have done.
Very good for Sesame. That is quite the roll. Aggron. Oh well, sorry. I was surprised. Aggron non knight. No, we need that. Yeah, it is a 2-player game. Regardless of what green's devs are, in my opinion, I think you don't even make enough like cards that you can spend to pair with a mono, even if you had the opportunity. Very nice roll for Sesame, but the question is, has he now spent too many cards to be able to build a city? I think so. And arguably you might even want to leave this blocked. I mean, the 9 is so much better than the 5 for you. I guess you could block the 6 wheat, but the 5 is, it's okay to have it blocked, honestly. I'm pretty concerned about red and green here. I think they are looking at an early game end. We could really see the game end in like the next 3 orbits. It's possible. Year of Plenty. Oh, City. Woo. Oh, 9-3-11. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well.
Yeah. So about you, about me being the only person on the board with the city Sesame.
Yeah, I
This
pulled
is-
the op. I mean, what do you
Yeah,
want?
I know, I get it.
Like it wasn't a plow. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is this results in Sesame getting soloed when actually the block is really the 5.
An 8. Rare. Pretty rare.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is fine for Sesame. I mean, this leans into his game, if anything. Doubling the brick is interesting. I
Play one of
wonder.
those devs aggron.
See, 9-3-11 is pretty
I don't
wild,
know, man.
I think. Aggron just does not know how to bluff his way out of having 2 VPs here. I don't think Sesame will break it. No, I don't think he will. But no, 9-5-10 is an excellent city, but this leans into the 9s, which is not terrible. Yeah, I think 5-9-10 is a little
If you
better.
have 2
actually.
knights, you should play one on the 5.
How much brick do you need, really? And the sheep is not relevant. I think even 9-4-2 is arguably as good as 9-3-11, just for the extra potential, or like that could actually matter. And then 5-9-10 I think is still better than 9-2-4. So. Oh well. Interesting. This is a solo on the 6. I mean, without fail. Oh, and Aggron actually 7s out. Whoa, that's really unlucky. Just for a sheep. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So this 2-player game remains 2 players. Interesting dynamic.
well,
Okay, this has to go on the
You're
5,
probably winning
not,
now.
not the 9. It should be the
Just one
5.
block, man.
Yeah, that one block matters a lot. Especially when it's the 6 and it can roll for 3 effing.
And she hits Sesame here. Okay.
5s and 9s, I can just.
Aggron
I mean,
7,
like,
stop.
it's literally just you. I don't even know why getting hit at this point.
Yeah, so
Right,
Sesame doesn't have a knight. A 9 will give Sesame a knight, which puts him on 8, and then a rod wins. Woo! I think GG Sesame. It might be 2 time. Might be the 2 time.
One spur. It was about. Oh, I get it. I hate this. I hate this money. Please, I'm into so.
If you're gonna be a road player this game, like I have road materials here.
Alright.
Like that's your whole setup.
Yeah, that's my whole
Aggron is at 7 and drops 2 roads for 9 points here. Like
Sure, I mean, if you want to assume I'm at 7, that's fine.
Sorry, I was muted. I was saying that Sesame could win with road pretty quickly. It's interesting he's offering it to Fifiak. Guess he's worried about Aggron though. Yeah, the 6-5-11 idea for second or third is kind of the idea that you sometimes a spot guarantees you an out that's good enough to justify not securing a port. And it's quite a nice moment when you can find a setup like that, because at the end of the day there's only so many settlement spots that can be taken, right? So you can just count it out and see if it's gonna work or not. Sometimes it works. In this case, 6-5-11 would have worked. Red is absolutely cooked, dude. Red is simply not playing the game.
It's not that.
Okay.
Putting a road knight down. Just in case you have.
Fifiak road. Wonder if he's going for 8-4 just to connect. 10. It's a nice 10 for red actually, but I just don't see it. 8 would be huge here. Ooh. Okay, so if an 11 rolls, I would say from the moment that 11 rolls, Aggron wins by default.
11 is like winning.
First that doubt is on 11 and it's still begging for
Sesame,
card.
until I take road, you're just the threat, right?
Sheep for 2 wheat. What is that?
Yeah,
Because you're
but I
literally
mean-
road off the double point.
He's trying to
I mean,
ensure
you have 8
Aggron.
cards and you're 2 roads
Like
away
you
from
want.
connecting. Like
What? My god. At Aggron. Aggron Dab says chat. Not please in chat. Here we go. Yeah, I mean you're both in
Okay.
very dangerous spots.
Yeah, a little bit of a connection, a communication issue here. 11 is caught off from when? Wow. Wow, dude. Is Green gonna get army? No.
Okay.
Probably not. Maybe.
Now, how to win?
Maybe, but also probably not. I feel like we'll see. Dapt, I need to take road here. Now, why is that? Why is that? I think Sesame's slow playing it.
no, you do not need to take road here.
Iron getting VP
You
skills
should take
momentum?
road if
No.
anything. You should play a dev first before you take road.
No, give him momentum. I mean, he's like super close to winning.
Yes.
I mean, Aggron getting 2 VPs gave him momentum because it puts him so close to the win now. I mean, he didn't have much other momentum. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do, really. I have no idea why that happened. Aggron is now just on 9. Right. So red now has 13 cards. Yeah, so Aggron's on 9. This was strange.
1 road, 3 wheat. Okay.
How many cards did he give here?
Okay,
5 cards for 2 wheat.
I need to analyze.
Well, look, to be fair, I mean, Aggron only saved 1 card, actually.
You.
Yeah, Aggron actually only saved 1 card. So, it wasn't, I mean, it's actually probably a decent
I
trade for
want
red.
you to get road.
Okay. Okay, that's just.
I think in principle you shouldn't trade Aggron anyway, but in practice, it is effectively the same. Like Aggron was just a card off, and you get 5 cards, dude. I mean, red needs an 8 here or a 9. It's like, oh no,
He's lost it.
he greedy. Like, oh, I mean, he was greedy,
I don't
and
have road.
he's still gonna have more than
Drop
7
to
cards.
7, assumingly. Sesame still has army pretty much uncontested.
Yeah. This is interesting. Green has now taken roads. They have a road settle on the 8-4. Could go to 9. Could also be a settle for 8, and then knight into knight to win. No, so Sesame's on 6, yeah. Sesame basically just needs a 9 to roll. Aggron has been nullified a little bit. I mean, I find it interesting going for the connect. I think... Yeah, I don't know really what that was for, because it doesn't... The 5 was blocked, so it doesn't really help you win now. I suppose I mean, you can use the cards later, I suppose, but I think he could have bought a dev there or something. I don't know. Alright, well, I mean, Aggron will be able to fight for road still, and look, the 6 rolls, and it's a road, basically. His hand's kind of stuck. 3-4 wood to pop. Yeah, I don't think 3-4 wood to pop is bad, honestly. Yeah, I mean, Aggron basically saved 1 card, but he didn't save any cards because he spent everything. So he actually didn't save any cards at all. It's just that he would have needed an extra card, so he just got a card to do it. But yeah, he spent all of his cards. Yeah, I think a dev probably would have been nice. You like your rolls here. The 5 and the 6 are pretty essential. This is where Aggron switches to BTT. Well, this is where Aggron just kind of threw away 10 cards and might end up playing for road. So we'll see. 11 is dub for Sesame. For who? For Aggron? 11 is not actually. Oh. I mean, 11 is 2 roads, which is still just 9 for Aggron. I mean, if Fifiak extends by Fifiak kind of extends by 2, and ooh, oh my god, Sesame wins, dude.
That's him having army secured.
Yo!
And that's your
Thank you for the follow, Comp Drew. Oh boy. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the game. Dabney's 8888 to roll. Dab is on 6 now. Okay, who is winning now? Still Sesame and Aggron. Is 9 block to age well? God!
Oh my god.
Okay, so Aggron has a city in hand, right? Which is actually... Oh, that's very spooky.
Am I actually forced to do this?
Is he gonna yop for a road? Oh, mono.
There a better move.
Oh, mono. I think it's mono or.
Rip
I
it,
think it's
bro.
mono. Mono. Alright. Yeah! Whoa! Let's go.
I hope that's enough for a city, 50.
Yeah, he took
It is.
6. He took
Very
6
nice.
from red.
Okay, now
You gave red insurance. God damn.
Anyways,
Oh
Card,
shit.
you should,
Oh, it's funny.
after the city.
Aggron still has city. That's
Sesame,
true.
just be careful because it could be
That's
a
really
eight
true.
after the city.
6 and 11 is still winning for Aggron, actually. Oh,
No, this definitely changes.
a road and a city?
Mhm.
That was so high? Dude,
I
I'm just
mean-
having a good time. I think
As
that's
long
funny
as we're
fuck.
all aware of that.
You just absolutely
Yeah.
cooked red.
you were.
Also, it's 6:30 in the morning, so it is late. And now early, it's literally bright
I
outside.
mean, the city.
That's the
plays
sun
is-
going through the window. The sun.
It's either
What, you
I
city
bet
here
on
is
an
50
8
yak?
or I bet on a 6.
Um, ooh, probably 8, 10, 3. Just because I don't think you want this 6 to exist.
But what should I double up my?
I think making the 10 and the 3, making the 10 as big as possible is valid, and the 8
Let's go to.
is a roll you can afford. Ugh.
And now extend or go to 8-4.
Extend, brother. You actually need to extend. If Vivek's
Okay,
on 8
just
points
in
here,
case.
it's the Div 1 finals, man. You like Agron's chances? After that extend, I think his chances go down pretty notably. Agron has his city potentially broken. Oh my god, that actually mattered a lot, that steal. Yeah, it gives you 2 free card rolls in the 3 and 11, which I
Okay.
value. And the 10 being bigger and the
As
8 being
they say.
bigger without risk of Agron winning is also fine. You can afford for the 8 to roll. You can't afford for the 6 to roll.
Sesame
but
can
I
be on
mean-
8 or 9 as well.
Yeah.
Probably 8.
Ooh, Sesame has an open settle here too. Turo gave it back to him from scouting? Wow, okay, so he actually
At this point,
he got lucky and then he got lucky again.
the wood mono was
Oh, they got a pound Sesame's 9 wheat.
actually
good
the only thing I
Sure.
could have done.
Great.
Pifiak, do you think it's
Yeah.
the 9 wood?
What does the dog have to do with pounding? Doesn't make any damn
Do
sense.
you think
Because
it's the
wood-
Sesame
nine?
has it? Yes, I agree.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
It's- you're
what?
not-
I think Agron had a window. But connecting for World. Now, hey, Wise, you want to talk about losing momentum? Agron emptying his entire hand to temporarily take World, that was probably wasted momentum. Sesame's not saying anything has 2 VPs. He could also have a mono. Ooh, 6 is big though. Hold on, 11 is actually winning here for Agron.
Also really concerning.
He just wins with road now. Let you know, like an 11. That's 3 roads.
No. I
don't
can
have any-
extend with it.
What's
Oh
your
my
hand
God.
right now?
2 wood to wheat. I can.
2 wood, 2 wheat. Okay.
This to
I don't
pour
have
to
any
wheat.
wheat.
Then what else should I do?
Yeah, Sesame's holding at, I think it's 1 mono. Sorry,
Here you
1
go.
VP. Yeah.
And that's to extend. Only.
wait, what does that give Sesame though?
Nothing,
Says he
dude.
has
This is
3.
all the ore in my hand.
So you're left with wood, wheat, and that's it?
I have sheep in my hand now.
I see. I mean,
Might be the
you could be
setup
on
he's
8 or 9
asking me.
You
Yeah, it could
11 just wins him the game. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I'm
true.
feeding my cards.
Then I
here.
block him.
Oh,
if you're blocking the 11, you gotta rob Sesame.
That's smart.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
Oh
Fuck. That is not the role you want to see.
my god, is that GG
Yeah.
for Sesame here? Then I block him. Good shit.
Yeah, but now we
It's
are
that-
secure that you don't win.
It's
in
that
this
Polish
situation.
panache.
He
Sure.
doesn't really have.
Sesame might,
oh.
though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's true. He did get robbed though.
I am so stupid.
What?
What you
That
said?
was good.
I'm stupid.
Why?
Because he was giving free damn ore, he has free ore in hand.
Yeah.
You're taking that
Lord.
That's
trade.
true. It's the city.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well.
Oh, you're saying you should have taken that trade. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sesame just cities here, no?
I mean, I don't. It is what it is.
Fuck. What's the other dev?
It is what it is.
I mean,
Oh
pretty sure
my
Sesame's
God.
just at 9 points now.
Jesus. Oh wow. Sesame signing his dong.
I mean, this
This-
block more than secures him the win. His production's just way more flexible than the rest of us.
Dude, if an 11 pops, oh my god. If he has 9, he has no reason to play it. Well, no, because it's literally winning. Like it's winning flat. 11 was just the only winning roll for Agron. How high are you right now? Not whatsoever. It is 6:30 in the morning. I've been streaming Catan events. I started more than 12 hours ago. I don't even know when. Yeah, 12 hours ago, bro.
Oh, God.
Open Sesame isn't his catchphrase.
Yeah.
High off the game. Oh god.
I think that's just the game.
Daps on 7. They're from the
Not
beginning
much we can
today.
do
It's a
about it.
real G.
50x. Do you want insurance?
Yeah. That late in the game.
Might have a VIP. I
Don't
might be
give 'em road
updating
match.
VIP
Don't
VIP
let
No,
badges
no,
in
no,
the
no, no.
chat. Those of you who've been loyal,
No, I'm not looking for road maps.
you'll be rewarded.
I would do insurance for a sheep if you have them.
I don't have sheep.
You do
It's
not
been
have
a
a
while.
sheep. What about for a wood and I port the wood for the sheep? I mean, there's no reason for me to keep the wood in my hand if the 11's blocked, right? I think Sesame just wins on this turn. But I'm willing to still put in some effort because you gotta fight till the end.
I guess.
Sure. I don't really have sheep.
Wait,
Obviously, I'd be. Yeah, so it'd be this.
mhm.
And then wood for wheat back.
I heard a sheesh.
Hoping for a win.
Sheesh! Silently with the sub. Thank you so much.
How would I be popping?
Dave, I remember watching a launch of 2 sheep.
I think Sesame literally just says.
Here we are.
I don't know what you want me to do.
OG.
You need
We're
some
just-
free
this-
cards
We're
Thank
just
you for
praying
the
for a
sub.
7, I guess.
You need some free cards here to extend.
No.
What? Agron Road Builder,
Sesame, the
Agron
game's
Pull
already
Yop.
over.
Which is it?
I'm just offering free cards.
I know.
Yeah, I messed up big time. A fucking 12. What's
that it?
going on?
Yeah, GG guys.
Wow, Sesame 2-time Division 1 champion. Wow.
Messing it up on the finals.
Well, at least the
Craziness.
11 didn't roll. That would have made me feel way worse.
Oh, Road Builder 2.
But, like,
wow.
I don't.
Wow.
You
I
had
don't
the
really.
2 VPs. You had the fucking 2 VPs.
Yeah.
See,
So
Agron just pulled Yop. Wow.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
so
matter if
it's an
Sesame's just
11.
gonna win. Like
Wow.
this 11 block just secures him the win. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but if
that's...
the 11 rolled, you would win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't really do much about that with Agron, to be honest. Nah, it's valid. If you can stop someone from winning like that, it's worth it. Sheesh! Damn! Sesame with the 2-time! 2-time Division 1 champion Squash, he's joined you in the club. Yeah, Sesame gate kept the title. He said, I don't want to make that list any longer, and he just it was a 75% chance that someone makes it to their first Division 1 champion, and Dan Stopper did it. Yeah, I think my first try as well. What a game.
Solid. I don't know.
It seemed like it was two-sided just with Open Sesame and Agron. And also, I think Agron went back on his deal with the non-block. But
Probably true.
What block?
in the very beginning, if you guys didn't realize it. I think Open Sesame and Agron agreed for no block for no block.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
think
get
you just said
Sesame
I'll
on cool,
just give
the
you
2-time?
block.
The 2-time? Yo, Sesame! Yo! It's the 2-time!
The 2-time.
The 2-time
makes us
Open
really nice.
Sesame. Yeah, man, my pleasure. What a game. What a win for you here. Great setup. How are you feeling?
Good man. I thought the 5-9-10 was so strong. Like, I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna pick first, and I'm so glad I almost pointed my road left, but I was like, I gotta be chill. I think there's gonna be a starting road in the middle. I could pick up, an extra spot. I think
Mhm.
Agron, he wanted a safe setup, so I was able to pick up that 3-hex, move over to the wood port, dev, like almost I could dev so freely, got a couple good cards. The 9s were popping. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, those 9s were just so huge. Kept investing in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't like once you have like both 9s and they're both like citied up, you can't it doesn't matter which one's blocked because it kind of operates
Yeah.
in the same function. Like it's both wheat.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it was just so hard to block. And then I think it was a good call just trading my road stuff to Fifiak, let him fight Agron. Like the only way I was losing is if Agron snuck road. And so
Yeah,
I
he was
just needed
close
to-
too.
He was close. Yeah, so I mean I blocked him as much as I could. I probably should have robbed from him in the first 7, but I think that was my major mistake of the game. I blocking the 10 like does nothing. Like Fanny was out of the game. I thought he was going to be my only dev competition, so I
Yeah.
wanted to block the 10, keep the wheat out of his hand. But I think hitting the 6 wood probably would have been a little bit smarter.
Yeah, I think for your game actually, you would just control all the wood, which is quite nice. Yeah, because at that point, red was also not on the 10. Could have worked.
No,
Yeah.
I was not on the 10 wood. Yeah, so the wood control would have been smart and 6. But I think if I was able to stunt Fanny and wheat starve him for a couple turns, that's huge for my game.
10 is a good block. 10 is a really nice block too. I don't fault you for it. Nothing
Like
weird
I
there.
think Agron and Fifiak are fighting for road, and so like, and he bought some random devs in there too. I'm not sure why, but I think if I'm able to starve out Fanny in the first orbits, get my port, get a city up, like he can never catch up, and then
Yeah.
I just feed who's ever fighting road, and then it's easy from there on out.
Yeah, and you didn't even have to do much feeding, I think, here. So you just became unblockable, and then after the cities, it was more and more difficult to hit you, and an army.
Yeah,
A nice
it was
little
fun,
road
man.
builder at the end.
You like that?
Yeah, just to flex. Yeah,
I almost dropped a road by accident.
an actual road. Damn. Oh my god! Imagine. I'm so
I was
happy you didn't do
hovering.
that.
Yeah, that would have been disgusting.
Wow. Well, the 2-time Open Sesame, he's done it. Rodog, we have Rodog's gonna name his firstborn child after you. He said we've got people in the crowd going crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
Dev, we're putting the community on your back, man. It's fun having a dude with a good personality that streams and keep it up, man. It's fun.
appreciate you, Sesame. Well, I'm happy to be here. It's all very fun.
Cool. Long live Two Sheep.
Long live Two Sheep, brother. That's a fact. Question for Sesame: was this his toughest game in the tournament? Oh, interesting. Toughest.
In the tournament? Well,
As in,
I'm
like
trying
the
to
whole of
remember.
this season, like last season, I guess.
No. I think
It's
it was
kind of
hard-
difficult
it's-
to be.
It was such a weird game because it was pretty much only Agron and I speaking the entire time.
Yeah.
Like Fanny is on mute. He's like muted and he's a great player, but it just changes the game so much when you have two people like not speaking and it's Agron and
Yeah.
I. And I think the games that are a lot harder is when there's 3 people who know the game really well and can talk well too.
Yeah, more communication is pretty key. I agree.
Yeah, because I mean, it's me versus Agron, and if they're not really contributing, they have to listen to either one of us.
Yeah,
And
right.
so it's whoever can make the better argument or feed cards or do whatever. It gives you strength.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if this would necessarily, I would describe this as like an insanely tough game, but obviously it's high stakes and very exciting, obviously, to be able to pick up a new title. You've doubled your trophies. Yeah, very
Backing 'em.
sick. Very sick.
Dude, what's going on with you? Aren't you doing like German nationals type stuff?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to nationals. Yeah, I'm going to nationals. I just made finals the community tournament today. I'm going to be returning to Division 1, getting back to competition.
I started watching a little bit of your video. It was like 4 hours long, so I only got through the first part of it. Did you end up winning the first game or no? Did WeakCoin?
Oh, WeakCoin won that one. I went. Well, I won't spoil the rest of it, I guess. But yeah, it was very close. It was very, very close, all the games.
Cool.
Question says to me, what tournament does he want to win next?
Dude, I don't know. I hopefully I qualify for it now, but I'd love a shot in the CPI.
He definitely qualified for it now. He won 2 titles.
I think I would love to play with the top people, see how I can stack up. Like the immense respect for, I feel like Griffin trained me a lot and answered a lot of my questions. And I feel like I would love a shot. He beat me in the last when I subbed in CPI, and I would love to play him again.
Yeah.
And there's so many killers in there that I would just, a lot of them I haven't played yet, and so it would be fun.
Yeah, and some familiar faces from the champs. Some other people who have also crushed the Div 1 finals. So yeah, it'd be cool to see. Well, I reckon you'll be getting an invite if when we get a next one going. Yeah.
When do you think that's gonna be?
I could not tell you any information right now. I have no idea.
No worries.
Yeah. Oh, a final question. Well, this is a bit okay. Do your best. So, who are your top 3 online Catan players?
Online is different, so I'd
Yeah.
probably have to base it off of people who I play in D1. I think Falcao is like an insane player. I've learned a lot from him. I think he's probably the top. Him, Griffin. Griffin isn't super active in D1, but him, Griffin. Who else is really good?
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Ray always comes to mind for me.
Yeah, Rayman. I mean, incredible.
Yeah.
Just him, Ray. There's just like a tier of dudes that just for some reason have a better understanding of the game.
Yeah, I agree. It's still a level above.
I personally think Squash is one of the best players too.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's very good. I captained him in CPI, but then I ended up winning, which was funny.
Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, there's so many good players, but
yeah, it's a bit of a. I mean, the more you think about it, the more difficult it gets. So I wouldn't advise trying to get a concrete answer. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I also think I think Swood is really, really good too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so yeah, some top names in there, and you're working your way up. You know, just about this time last year, I didn't know you existed pretty much, and now you are getting some nice titles under your belt.
Yeah, dude. I started. I played in high school a little bit, but I really started playing online like last year, December or so, or no, November. November was my first season in D2, and then I was D1 in December, and then I've just been playing for like the past 6 or 7 months, pretty regularly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean you've been doing great. Oh, exciting to see you as a fun personality, picking up wins, getting better and better at the game, picking up those titles. So, yeah, man, happy for you. Again, congratulations, and
appreciate it, Dad. You're a real one.
Yeah, you too, man. Have a good one. Enjoy your night.
All right. Yeah, be easy.
See ya. Nice one. All right. Well, damn, that will do it for me. Get some sleep. I must indeed. It has been fun, and I have a lot of crazy highlights from stuff that happened today. Someone pulled 5 VPs out of 5 devs in one game. Did you see that? Love to NBA, WNBA, or anyone else? I had a game today. where I was very, very close to winning, and someone had... Oh no, I wasn't very close to winning, I think. Someone pulled 5 devs, and every single dev was a VP. They went 5 for 5. Fucking crazy. When your final table community? Oh, that's been scheduled. Yeah, that happened in my game. It was, I don't think I've ever seen or heard of that before. You booked a buckload of VPs? Yeah, I did. I did also, but I've never got 5 like that. Everyone was putting VPs. Yesterday I had a game where someone got 4 out of 4 VPs and 4 devs too. It's like ridiculous. The game will be happening Friday night. Yeah. It'll be Friday 11 p.m. UTC, so probably in Eastern time that's like 5 p.m. Moldy Donkey Uwu. Yeah. To show the VPs to your loyalists. Oh god. Alright. So at some point, well, speaking of the loyalists, in the next couple of weeks I'll be doing some more channel update work. So I'll be updating the VIP list and yeah, I'll do preparing to really start cooking on content again. So excited to have some very, very cool stuff in the works, more and more than ever. Cool. Well, that's all been fun. I will say I will be streaming the King of Catan Premier League and Premium Competitive League finals this Saturday, which is going to be exciting. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be absolutely baller. I guess I'll be playing the finals of my community tournament before that. Are you going to get VIP? Stay tuned. I was watching for more content. Boy, I got so much content, and I got some very cool also like non-stream content. I've also recorded a nice series behind the scenes. That's on the way. That's already completed. It's fully wrapped. It's a whole season with 3 top players. But I guess you'll have to see who they are when I release it. Yeah, and I if people like that, I may do a second season. So I'm gonna sign off. I have been streaming for more than 12 hours today. If I get VIP, I'll let you stream 1v1 with me. Try to take my 0. What do you mean you 0? I'm crashing here. I have to end stream. I'm starting to fall apart a little bit. All right. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you next time. I'm not sure if that's going to be before the weekend, probably, but I'll. Oh no, I'm streaming tomorrow. Fuck. I'm streaming Settlers Series. There's another game happening, so be there 10 p.m. UTC. See you tomorrow. Peace out.